What do you think about the future of language learning? Because of course we have Google Translate, and Google Translate is getting better and better. I have a translation business myself, so I do think about this question also from time to time. And you also have these devices, maybe you've seen it on the internet, like a device, I think they're promoting it in Japan. It's like an instant translator. So you say something and then it's being translated instantly into Japanese, and I think it's available in many languages now. Do you think that eventually that's going to replace language learning, or it's going to replace...
Okay, so if we look at the different
Difficult question.
areas of where languages, two different languages interconnect. If you're talking about, start at the very social level.
Yeah.
If you go out to have some drinks with a Japanese person, or you're at a bar in Spain or whatever, obviously it's much better if you can actually speak to them directly in their language rather than go through some kind of a device.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
And I think to the extent that those, Google Translate plus text to speech, it's not difficult to conceive of where you could actually be communicating through this device, right? Mm-hmm. I think if anything, that's going to motivate people to learn languages. It's going to make them come out of their shell more, and ultimately, like, throw this thing away. I really want to be able to talk to this Japanese person or this Spanish person or Dutch person or whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. And even a place like Holland, where everyone speaks English. I think it would really be cool to go out with a bunch of Dutch people and actually join in the conversation in Dutch. It's not an issue of, excuse me while I use my device to communicate what I have to say. It's fun to actually participate. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to, at the other end you have translation. I think that for the average person doing business, like if you get an email in, you're not going to go to a translator anyway. Mm-hmm. You put that on Google Translate, you figure out what it is, and you might answer using Google Translate. And yeah, but if you're talking about formal communication, if you're talking about localization like ads, where the accent requirement is very high, not only accuracy.
You need to find a good product name, for example.
Product name. Yeah. And we've all seen Chinese or Japanese.
Exactly, we have all seen those images.
IKEA explanations on how to assemble your product. I mean, that stuff. So that's where you need the translator.
Yeah.
But Google Translate together with Google Text to Speech is a tremendous language learning tool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Use it all the time. Yeah. Both of them. So I think that the technology we're seeing is going to make language learning more accessible. Mm-hmm. And language learning is a fun thing to do. Like, you want to watch a Russian movie? Would you rather watch it relying on subtitles, or do you think it would be fun to actually follow the movie in Russian? Yeah. Well, it depends. But if you're motivated, and if the technology is making it easier to learn, I think more people are going to want to learn.
Yeah.